Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Comprehensive Philippine Guide, your channel for information on going to the Philippines, whether to be migrating or for a vacation. And today I'm going to do a video about how you would get there, the airlines that you would take, and also once you're there, what to expect from the Filipina that you're going to meet. So many of you may be coming from either the US, Canada, Australia, or even the UK. What I have found is that, of course, this is a very long trip and expect a flight of maybe 10 hours or more if you're coming from the US or Canada. Even if you're coming from the UK and you go through one of the countries in the Middle East, you're going to find that the flight could easily run you about 20 hours. And one of the things that I want to let people know is that if you can afford to travel business class on these flights, I highly advise that. One, it is much more comfortable. You actually can relax much more. Sitting in economy for 8, 10, 12, 15 hours is just really brutal. I did that the first time that I traveled there and literally wanted to die after 10 hours. You look at a movie and then you look up and, after the movie, you still have another 8, 9 hours to go. If you can afford to travel business class, I highly advise it. You have a meal, you lie down and you take a sleep for 6, 8 hours, depending on how long you sleep for, and the trip goes pretty quickly. And then when you get there, you also will not suffer too much from jet lag. This is one of the things that you will find, that if you travel economy and you actually arrive there and are very tired your first couple of days, you're going to be trying to get back into your rhythm, because you will arrive there in a total 12-hour difference. So when they're having dinner, you may be having breakfast and your stomach just cannot take it. So that is one thing. I also want to tell people that if you have the opportunity and you can travel through one of the Middle East airlines, which would be Emirates, which would be Qatar Airways, any of these airlines, again, Etihad, I highly recommend it, because even if you travel economy, it's much better than if you're going to travel Air Canada, if you're going to travel Air France, British Airways. Air Canada, Air France, British Airways pretty much take the cake for the 3 worst airlines. The others coming out of the States, Delta and United, are not too bad. But one of the things, for example, you will find that on Delta, the entertainment screen is very small. On Emirates, you have a big entertainment screen that is almost as big as a laptop screen. So that's one little difference. There are many other little differences. But again, as I say, if you can travel through one of those Middle East airlines that may stop in Dubai, may stop in Qatar, even Korean Air is pretty good. Eva Air is pretty good. Those that go through their Cathay Pacific is good. As I say, the Asian airlines are very good. The Middle Eastern airlines are very good. The North American and those airlines out of the UK, France and stuff, they're not very good. And obviously you want to have a good trip when you go there. I cannot go on too long about traveling there. The last thing I'll say is that, again, if you're going to travel economy, you can pick up a flight for maybe 500-600 up to about 1,000 US. If you're going to travel business class, you're looking at probably about 4,000 US. But again, the money is well worth it. And I don't want to go on too much about the airlines. In terms of when you get to the Philippines and you meet your Filipina, one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that the Filipina that you're going to meet and her family is going to have no money whatsoever. So you're going to have to spend everything. And I have known foreigners who have left the US and gone to meet a Filipina. And then the question I ask them is, I say, well, how much spending money do you have? And some will say $5,000, $7,000, $10,000. And I say, well, expect it all to finish. And they said, no, 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 I'm going to budget my money. I expect to pay this for my hotel. I expect to pay this for meals, and I have more than enough. And lo and behold, when they return and I speak to them, they said, well, so said, so done. All their money was done. And you have to remember that any Filipina that is going to be talking to you is seeing you as her bank. Now, it is understandable because, I mean, you as a foreigner, 35, 40, 50, 60 years old, have this beautiful 18 or 20-year-old, 25-year-old girl who is interested in you. You're going to fall head over heels and be in love with this girl. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but they say that love blinds everything. And you falling in love with her does not mean that she is in love with you. You are her meal ticket and you are her bank out of poverty. Once you get to the Philippines, you're going to quickly realize that you have the pickings of maybe thousands of girls who will quickly jump into your lap just because you have a few US dollars. So don't think that just because this one Filipina that you met on a dating site is going to be interested in you, that is the one and only Filipina you're going to get. Now, one of the things that you have to be very, very wary and very careful about is when you start talking to this Filipina or a Filipina, you're going to find very quickly that she's going to want money from you. And she's going to be in a situation where, well, she was working, she just lost her job, and she has nothing to eat, and she's hungry, or she has a baby and she has no money, and the birthday's coming up. Can you help with the birthday? Or she can't talk to you and she needs money to pay load so she can video chat with you. You're going to have all kinds of stories. You're going to have them saying, well, you know, their father put them out and they're at the terminal and they're going to be sleeping on a bench and they have nothing to eat. The stories are long and totally, totally false. They're going to give you all the stories. It's like they have a playbook of it, of why they need money. When you're talking to this girl, obviously you've fallen in love with her and you don't want to lose her. She asks you for 1,000 pesos or whatever. Then you don't want to think that, okay, if I don't send this money, she's going to leave me and that's going to be my loss. I'll never get a girl again. Don't ever think that. As I said, there are thousands of them out there that you can get. If you get a Filipina that is really interested in you and likes you, and she asks you for money, make up your mind that, okay, look, I'll send her something small, maybe 20 US. If she takes that and she goes, be prepared to lose it. If she takes that, let her know right away. Say, look, I don't know you. We've just started speaking, but I'm giving you this, whatever it is, out of good faith, but I cannot give you anything more again until we meet in person. Ask her to see her passport, ask her to see ID, make sure the person you're talking to is really a real person. You have to be very careful about that. So as I say, I'm keeping these videos within 10 minutes. I'm going to go over some more stuff down the road again as we go. And I hope you got some information about taking a flight, getting to the Philippines, and also what to expect from your Filipina when you get there. I'm going to start including an email address on the videos. And anybody who's looking at it and you have specific questions, please feel free to send the questions to me and I'll address them in a video following up. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you support this new channel. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to doing the next video for you. Thanks a lot for watching.